Aww.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of No Thank You. Last time we found out that Aniki got murdered by the higher ups in the Yakuza organization, but he was being forced to be their little, their little call boy. But don't worry, he wasn't actually an FAG, apparently, I guess. I don't know. We really had to make sure he wasn't, because that would have been a tarnish on his honor. But yeah, so he was murdered by them. Did I say that yet? He was murdered by them. So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm sure we're going to try to unveil this plot. This evil Yakuza plot. I woke up. Hiroshi was right next to me. Oh, that's right. Oh, did we sleep together after all? We went home together and then went right to sleep. Okay, no. We just slept, not slept. It feels so warm and nice. It smells like Hiroshi. Hiroshi's smell is kind of aromantic. No, not aromantic. I can say this word. I know what it means, don't even. Like... Aromant... No, that's... See, now my brain is not gonna let me read it. Aromatic. There. Thank you. If I had to compare it to something, yeah, it's like the smell of roasted flour. Like taiyaki or pancakes. Or the baby castella cake I had at the festival. How is he smelling like that? I don't understand. Last time I checked, he serves alcohol at a bar, not cakes at a bakery. Of course, it's not like he still smells from the festival, but he has a nice, slightly sweet fragrance kind of close to that. I dozed off, clinging to Hiroshi.
Aww.
Oh, what do we have here? Oh my god, are we like touching his morning wood while he's asleep? Hiroshi has morning wood. We are. Well, that's probably because we've been so busy the last few days. We haven't done anything. Well, I get morning wood regardless of whether or not, I've done anything. It's just a normal thing. Oh my god, it really just keeps going. He said, and I leaned forward, smiling as Hiroshi got off me. If I don't say no thank you, is it going to turn out that spending the extra time in here having anal sex with Hiroshi, while we were spending that extra time in here, like some guys from the Yakuza organization are going to come to his house and they're going to kill us or something? Like, I can't wait for that to be the case. Ugh, I can't wait for that to be the case. Seriously, I would not put it past this game. Some Yakuza guys are gonna come in while we're fucking Hiroshi, and they're gonna murder us. Alright, well, let's go. He's earnest and manly, but pragmatic. He's so cool when he's like that, and cute too. I'd only said it casually, but Hiroshi's face suddenly got serious. Oh?
お前いつもそうやってはぐらかすけどさつうか俺も踏み込んでこなかったけど
You guys have not talked about, like, love at all this entire time. You guys have just been total, like, friends with benefits.
俺たちもう好きでいいんじゃないか
俺ヒロシのこと好き
Yeah, he's so embarrassed. Actually, isn't he put off? Why?
ヒロシが言えって言ったんじゃん
いや意外になんか照れる
Oh, well, yeah. I smiled and kissed him. Hiroshi didn't reject my kiss and just calmly accepted. I'm not sure if Haru actually loves Hiroshi. I think he just likes getting off a lot. And he knows Hiroshi's easy. I'm not confident Haru loves Hiroshi. Okay. Okay, so we didn't actually get an addition or a follow-up or more, naughty scenes. Then I guess the no thank you would have just prevented them from saying I love you to each other? Oh my god, watch that be a whole big thing later where we die because we said I love you to him. Oh god. Now, lots of customers come on Wednesday nights when Ryu performs. Today, even after his second performance, the customers didn't leave. Many of the customers today ordered a lot of food. Renren had run out and bought more ingredients that we were out of.
どうぞモヒートです
We kept getting drink orders. We were really busy and it was lots of fun. I wish I could stay here forever. I don't mind washing dishes at all. Washing dishes until they're sparkling clean is pretty fun. Oh my god.
シェーカー振ってみるか
Maki said in the kitchen.
え、いいの？
閉店してから誰かに教えてもらえ
ほんと？やったー！
I bet I'm gonna be really good at using a shaker. What is that? Like a drink shaker for the alcohol? I always watch Hiroshi practicing after we close.
俺もカウンターに立てるようになる？
客に出せるものを作れるようになったらな
Wow, I'll get to stand at the counter too.
マキさんからお許しが出たのか
うん。こうやって振るんだっけ？
I pantomime shaking a shaker.
へえ結構様になってるじゃん
He replied with a smile.
でも初心者だから、ヒロシ教えてくれるよね？
ああ手取り足取りな
腰取り？
お前こういう場所でそういうことをな
Come on, Hiroshi. Be out with it. You said you loved me. Does all of Sobano know? We should tell them. Hiroshi, if you blush at something like that, it just turns it into a dirty old man joke.
お店じゃなくても、ヒロシの部屋にもいろいろあったよね。
あそうだな今日終わったらうち来て練習するか
That's right. We got in early today after all.
うん、行く。
Ow, who slapped me? And that was when a light smack hit the back of my head.
仕事中だ騒ぐな
Ryu yelled at us. Even that was part of what made today so fun. The two of us looked at each other and laughed. What the F, Ryu? I wish this could last forever. Occasionally, the door would open and the customers would carry the heat from the outside into this cool basement. In the hood, you don't hit someone unless you expect to get hit back. I don't know what you're thinking, Ryu.
雨だな
Ryu's nose wiggled.
わかるんですか
水の匂いがするんだ少し煙いアスファルトの匂いと一緒に
俺わからないな
It definitely seemed like rain. Ryu disappeared into the back. So what are we doing about Aniki? Are we actually gonna do anything else about that? I don't know, I just assumed we were gonna try to get revenge or something, but maybe not, or at least maybe not yet? I don't know. Ryu disappeared into the back and then he came right back out. He was carrying several stylish umbrellas.
お客様お帰りでしたら傘をお持ちください外は雨かもう少しで降り出す気配です
The customers were surprised too. They seemed a little puzzled, but took the umbrellas anyway.
いらっしゃいませ
The customers who hurried in was brushing water off his shoulders.
お
He
客
was
様
soaked.
よろしければこちらを
Hershey handed him a towel and he dried off everything from the top of his head down to his back. Wow, Ryu really did know.
どうもありがとうね。雨急に降り出してね。夏だね。
The rain filled the bar with the smell of summer. I can stay here as long as this smell lingers.
外でサイレンの音がしてたけど、どこかで事故でも起きたのかね。バケツひっくり返したような雨だから。
I have a kind of bad feeling about this. Someone died because I told Hiroshi I love you. Oh my god, I'm about to lose my mind. You really do have to click no thank you every time, don't you?
ただいま。ライムとオレンジ、それと卵、買ってきました。
Renron is back. He was a little damp.
こっち大丈夫でした？さっきそこで銃撃戦があったらしいんですけど。
Maki-chan completely ignored him as he shaved pieces of prosciutto off a large chunk of cured ham.
銃撃戦？そこの新生会の前で組長が撃たれたらしい。
Oh my god, did Aniki shoot him? The Shinsei Syndicate, that's where Yamato... No, not did Aniki shoot him. Did Yamato shoot him because of Aniki. And that Shindo guy was the boss.
犯人捕まったの？殺しそびれて逃げてるらしい。間抜けなやつだな。
It's Yamato. Yamato did it. The way he carried himself back then and the way he intentionally puts us away. It was all building up to this. And it was all because I didn't say no thank you when I was telling Hiroshi I loved him. He didn't want to cause us trouble or for Hiroshi to realize what he was going to do. That's right. Hiroshi. Should I tell him or...
望月、その話詳しく聞かせてくれ。
Hiroshi came up from behind me. I didn't hear his footsteps. With work over, it was time to go home. Hiroshi had finished up all his duties.
春、あいつ逃げられたと思うか？
That's all he said before silence fell between us.
逃げたんじゃない？その辺で警察が聞き込みもしてるらしいし。
Hiroshi was silent. He looked a little sad. His face was full of regret.
雨、すごかったよな。
夏の雨だから体がひどく冷えることはないよ。
The image of Yamato running through the pouring rain to escape flashed before my eyes. The body of the man he called boss lying on the black wet asphalt in a puddle of blood.
なんで分かってやれなかったんだろう。
Hiroshi's heart was slowly sinking.
と分かってほしくなかったんじゃない？
水臭いだろ。ヤマト。
I was right there with him is what he was getting at, right? That's why Yamato didn't say anything. I'm sure Hiroshi realizes that too.
ヒロシ、今日俺にシェーカーの振り方教えてくれるよね？
それはやっぱりマキさんに。
ダメだよ。約束したじゃん。俺はヒロシから教わりたいの。これから
春。
男と男の約束でしょ？約束。
Hiroshi looked really troubled for a moment, but then he smiled a little.
約束だったよな。帰るか。
Yeah, let's go home. Our home, apparently.
俺ちょっと取ってきたいものがあるからヒロシん家で待ち合わせしていい？
なんだよ。取
God,
って
we're
きた
gonna
いものって。
die.
おー、ヒロシに使いたいエッチな小道具？
アホか。そんなもん持ってきたら部屋に入れねえからな。
Girl, you know you will. Hiroshi's unpretentious smile was dazzling. This is definitely where my summer was. What?
暗闇の中で
What is happening? What was this, chapter 0? Is this before he lost his amnesia? Or before he lost his amnesia? Before he got amnesia and lost his memories? I wonder who it is. This busted brain of mine always forgets these kinds of things right away. I gently stroked the head of the person sobbing in my lap. You must be in pain. You must be suffering. You must be terrified. I wish I could ease the pain, but there's nothing I can do. There's nothing here, and I don't know what that heavy door will open. It could be 10 minutes or a month from now, for all I know. I have to prioritize my own survival. Though there are times when I think a quick death might be preferable. My death won't change anything, not even for the person crying right now. They might even be used for something else instead, but their ultimate destination remains the same. That said, I think dying would probably simplify a lot of things. I guess the reason I just don't end it all is because I don't want to suffer, and given the option, I want to live after all. I may have a piece of junk that just forgets everything for a brain, but I do have a few pleasant memories left. The glittering surface of a pool, my hands and mouth covered with flour from eating bean daifuku, the corn on the cob that my neighbor lady gave me. Fortunately, I always forget bad things first, so I never thought of living as something painful. At the very least, I don't remember the pain. So that's when I think something good is bound to happen to me someday. If I just keep on living, I just hope I don't forget it. Maybe there isn't something, but maybe there isn't anything but darkness ahead of me. But I'll forget it in no time anyway, so I'll manage somehow. So that's why I've decided that my survival always comes first, no matter who I have to sacrifice. I have to make that old man understand that the result will always be the same. If I don't, I'll just have to go through this all over again. This is where Grandpa runs his experiments. What? The heartless old man created this place to test and understand human beings who are similar to him, yet different. He earns money satisfying the desires of the rich, kidnapping people, dealing drugs and weapons, and furnishing all manner of other amusements. He observes and documents all of it, and devises new experiments. How do people live and die? How do they die? How far will each of them... How far will they fall, and how far can they claw their way back up? How physical pain tolerance varies between people. Lust versus logic. Love versus ego. The influence of the environment on human development. The old man has spent decades doing this to satisfy his curiosity about humans. Money is merely a tool to satiate that desire. Somehow I understand what he's thinking. I do share half of his DNA. Maybe that's why I'm not like other people. Grandpa seems to find me especially interesting because I'm more like him than other humans. Yet distinctly different. He puts me through this type of experiment numerous times. Grandpa's already pretty much done with his experiments out the human body, so his objective now is to dissect me as an individual. How much mental stress can I endure? Unlike him, am I capable of love, and how important is that to me? How similar and how different are we? I always try to give him clear answers. I can love people and animals, I can feel sentimental about things, but ultimately I always put my own life first. It doesn't matter if it's between me and a young child or the partner I'd survived a decade with. I've always made the same choice. Grandpa doesn't need to devise new experiments to test that. Once he's done investigating me, I'll probably be disposed of somehow, but whatever happens, happens. There's nothing I can do about it. When he dies, it's curtains for me anyway. He'll probably kick the bucket in the next decade regardless of who he is. I may have worked my way up from property to low-ranking staff, but no one's going to want to use a broken kid who's related to the former boss. But I'm going to live until that day comes. I will survive. And that survival will cost many lives, but that's precisely why I don't want to have any regrets. But if someday I find something more valuable than my own life, if that happens, I won't hesitate. If that ever happens, on that day I...
そろそろ着きます。
Narimiya? A familiar voice wakes me. I guess I was dreaming. So with all that stuff Haru was just talking about, I think it's related to rune number 9. I think someone in my comments said that they kind of spoiled me about it. But someone in my comments said that apparently there was an organization in this game that's related to room number 9, and it seems like this is that. Like this is like the thing that Haru was just talking about, his grandpa. And whatever experiments he's running is the same experiments that, what were their names again? I can't remember their names in room number 9. I've literally been trying to delete that game from my memory. Yeah, but it's the same experiments that the guys from room number 9 were involved in. Yeah, I don't remember their names. Daichi. And Seto? Seto doesn't sound right. A familiar voice wakes me. I guess I was dreaming. I already read that. The scenery outside looks unfamiliar. Well, I rarely get to go out, so there isn't much scenery I'm familiar with in the first place. But, oh right, I remember. I'm on my way to investigate that drug that's being used at headquarters a lot lately. Just like headquarters, it doesn't have a formal name. People call it Milt or M because of how it makes you feel. I need to investigate the person making it, the method of its manufacture, and ensure that ultimately HQ can produce it. Okay, good. I remembered it right. My time limit is this summer. As long as I achieve my objective in the end, I'm basically free to do whatever I want. This is the first summer vacation I've ever had. So did he literally get amnesia directly after this? So at the end of summer, these people might come looking for him? It's the first vacation I've ever had, and it's probably my last. I'm glad Grandpa's so capricious. First, I'm going to get in contact with the man thought to be most closely related to the drug, according to the pre-investigation. Is this the same drug that was in the pink pills or whatever that we found before? I don't know. I forget his name. I'm going to see him tomorrow. I'm kind of excited to meet him and find out what he's like. I mean, this is why I volunteered for this job after all.
これさ、目立たないかな。
The clothes I was supplied with for this outing are all brand new. If anything were to happen to me, not a scrap of it can be traced back to HQ.
おろしたての服を着ることもあるでしょう。
でも全身新品だとやっぱ覚えられやすくない？
It might be fine if it was just in one area, but I feel like everything on my body is a little too identifiable. But maybe that's not how it is in the real world. Most of my knowledge about the outside world comes from watching TV and movies and reading books and comics in my free time at HQ, or while I'm working out. Though in police shows and novels, they do say that eye-catching clothing actually draws attention to the clothes and not the wearer. I don't really want people to remember I was there in the first place.
そうですね。対応します。
Yeah, I'll just let Naramiya handle it. I have about 3 months starting today. I hope I have a fun summer vacation. Oh boy. Well, this seems weird and cryptic and dangerous. Epilogue? Girl, we can't just skip to the epilogue. We can't, can we? Well, they did. And on that note, I'm going to end this episode of No Thank You here. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode where maybe we'll learn more about this? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we'll learn more about this. Someone also told me that this game is the type of game that you have to play over a second time, even if you choose the same route again, because, I don't know, I guess things sort of get unlocked if you played through it once. So we might have to play through it a second time to actually get our answers. Either way, bye guys.